So here's just a follow-up on yesterday's video to say that I've made a few updates to correct a few little bugs here and there and to make everything a little bit smoother. So we have version 6.5 now, and we see that if we go to Posts, Add New, we'll see that the shortcode transform was fixed. So if we add a shortcode and let's see, BibleGet shortcode, and we specify the version equals NVBSE and / BibleGet. Here we'll quote from 1 Corinthians 1 to 13. 1 Corinthians 13. 1 to 13. There we go. 1 to 13. And here we'll get another short code and use a different version. BibleGet version. That way you can see that it actually is taking the version in. And we'll quote from the Italian here. So once Latin, once Italian. And here we'll use the query parameter instead of the contents of the shortcode. Query equals Acts of the Apostles. Let's do, I don't know, 4, 3 to 8, some random quote. Okay, we'll update the shortcode here to transform shortcode to Bible quote, and you can see that it picked up the NVBSE version, which is selected over here. If we go and update this one, Bible quote, we have the Italian version, and you can see that it's selected over here. So that fixed that, and also a few other bugs were fixed with some of the options. One thing, if you change the version over here in the Bible quote block settings, it will not become the default version. The only place that you will be able to set the default version that will always show up as the default version is from the settings page. So you can see that here you have the Latin version, here you have the Italian version. Let's say that I decided to get the English version here. That's not going to become the default right now. Let's see if I save the draft and close this post and create a new post. And create a new Bible quote. You can see that the English version alone is not the default because I've set my default settings here in the back end in the settings page. If we go back to the BibleGet settings page, settings, BibleGet IO, I've set these two, English and Latin, as my defaults. So they will show as defaults all the time. Even if I change them in the block settings, that will not be updated as the default. The only place you can update your default is English is here in the preferences settings. So if you want a specific version to show up every time that you add a new block, here we go, add a new Bible quote block. Whatever version you want to automatically show up there, you have to set it in the settings page. And where there's more consistency now with the customizer, let's take a look at that. Exit. And for example, okay, one thing, it's not possible to set the font family here in your block settings because I haven't been able to make a font family drop down. Like I made a customized font family drop down for the customizer. And I haven't been able to do that here on the for the block settings. So there's no font family option here. General styles, no font family option. Let's say we change here the border width to 1 and save our draft. Now we go to our customizer. Actually, let's open the preview for that just to make sure that we see this in the customizer. Let's go to Customize. And go to BibleGet plugin styles and book general styles. Okay, you can choose the font family here. So let's say I wanted to use a Google font. I want to use 400. I can only set that here, not in the block settings. That's interesting. This is still 2, not 1. Okay, let's say I set it to 3 here and publish. If I go back now to my Bible quote block, let's open up the block here, edit. I should have 3 here, general styles. Boy, oh, that's interesting. Well, I thought that had been taken care of. I'll look into that. In any case, you can see the font family has changed, but you can only change that from the customizer. And the transformation from shortcode to Bible quote block is working correctly.